What's up, you guys? I'm B.Simone.
And I'm Megan Ashley.
And welcome to the Know For Sure podcast, where we talk about healing, growing, evolving, and having the tough conversations.
Yes, and we also talk about relationships, not just romantic relationships, but platonic relationships.
Like the relationship I have with my best friend, Megan Ashley, of 20 years.
20 years, baby.
Yes, baby. Do you know for sure?
I think I know for sure, but what I do know for sure is after this episode, you're going to know something for sure.
Hey, you guys. Welcome back to another episode of the Know For Sure podcast. I'm B.Simone.
And I'm Megan Ashley.
And this is where we talk about healing, growing, evolving, having the tough conversations as millennials and relationships, not just romantic relationships, but platonic relationships. Like me and my best friend of 20 years. I wasn't going to do the baby because Megan hates when I do that, so I'm trying to hold it in. Oh.
Looks like you did it anyway, so you might as well keep doing it.
But we're here in LA, y'all. We filmed a lot of episodes for y'all yesterday, which we cannot wait to release those. But we were like, we need another solo episode because we had 3 guests and y'all love the solos and we love the solos too, our energy. And we don't want to always have guests on the podcast. We want to bring people that are beneficial and that are aligned with our vision, but our solo episodes are just as bomb. So yeah, we're back with a solo episode.
Here we are.
Here we are. We're back.
I was not prepared. Sorry, I was not ready. I wasn't trying not to do it. I just wasn't ready.
Like,
give me a second.
Anytime Megan doesn't do it, y'all be like, y'all know she's not gonna do it. And then when she does do it, y'all like, damn, Megan jumped in. Like she, every time it's like, y'all know what she gonna do.
Oh, my bad.
How about you do it first? No?
Mm-mm.
Come on, I wanna try to jump in. All right.
My answer to Braylon from now on is no. If she asks me to do anything, it's no.
Why?
It's no.
No.
She pissed me off last night, so her answer to me
because I didn't
is
get
no.
in the jacuzzi?
It's no. Don't ask me to do nothing. It's no.
Oh my gosh.
The answer is no.
Okay, so what do I have to do?
She know, and the thing is that Braylon knows, like, if you tell me you're gonna do something, you got to do it. If you're not gonna do it, then like, don't hype me up that you're going to do something and then not do it. That's one thing that, like, ticks me off. And she promised me.
Well, I didn't say I promised.
Yeah, you did.
Oh.
A few times. You did. And you were like, no, for real this time, because we got to reverse the last situation in the hot tub and da-da-da-da-da-da. So I'm all amped up, like, okay, we're really going to get in the hot tub. And it was so nice, too. It felt so good. Wasn't it? Kind of? It felt so good.
Nice.
And then she's like, but it's the way that you say no. It's not like, I'm sorry, I know I promised, but I really am tired, or I really don't want it. It was like, no. I'm going to bed. I don't have a swimsuit. And it's like, that hurts my feelings.
Or she said, I don't have a swimsuit.
But you...
I didn't.
But Braylon, you know that if you really wanted to get a swimsuit, you would have got a swimsuit.
Yeah, for sure.
So, that's not right.
But I should have. I'm sorry.
I'm used to it.
I apologize. Don't say that.
I am. That's the truth. I am used to it. You do that a lot. When it comes to situations like that you do that a lot. Like, oh, we're going to do this when we get back to the house. Or we're going
okay.
She does that a lot. But it's okay.
I'll take those more serious. Or I'll try to take those more serious.
It's a give. I need to not be so invested into stuff like that. It's like, if you want to get in a hot tub, you get it in a hot tub. You don't need her to get in the hot tub. Mm-hmm. Just get in. Which I did, and it was nice. I was glad I got in. It was beautiful outside. It felt so good.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Are you mad at me?
No, I'm just saying no to you. Don't ask me to do nothing.
Okay.
I'm going to say no, or I'm going to say yes. And then last minute, I'm going to say, yeah. Right before I do it, I'm like, yeah.
That's fucked up.
He said,
I get it.
That's messed up.
Yeah, it is. I was so tired.
Don't try to go through like, what else happened that I can say why I didn't do it?
No, I'm trying to go through how I got there.
It's fine. We had it wasn't a long day, but we had a beautiful day yesterday. It was just, by the time we got back to the house, it was like, oof.
Yeah.
Everybody was tired.
Really, what I should have done was not watch a movie. I should have took a 2-hour nap.
And that's the thing. I watched a movie she wanted me to watch, and I hated it.
Really?
It was just like, it were so many unanswered questions, and I hate that.
Damn, I love that movie. It was Don't Worry, Darling.
It was a good movie, but I don't like movies that I don't know the answer. I can't.
There were like not the stupid ending.
Okay,
I love
this is a what is it called? Spoiler alert. So if you haven't seen, don't worry, don't skip this a little bit. But at the very end of the movie, where we figure out that they're in a simulation and her real body is in New York, I'm like, well, how long has she been there? And why and she was a surgeon.
Because she doesn't wake up.
Why isn't anyone checking on her?
Answers that the audience has to answer.
It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make the movie make sense for me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now it's like, it's a great movie, but like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And then like his body, did anybody find his body? Did she wake up next to his body? What did that look like? I had so many unanswered questions. But it was a good concept. It was the concept
of it, yeah.
It was definitely a Black Mirror
episode.
Literally, like a movie.
Because I feel like something like that could happen in real life.
I believe that we're gearing up to that for sure.
That's like the metaverse.
That is exactly
what it is.
But
that
like,
is crazy.
It gives me chills because that makes me nauseous. And then it makes
like,
you
what
like,
are we in right now?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
That's what I'm
it's
asking.
Like, where are we
What
at?
is this? Yeah.
I definitely am not.
That's why I was like, those dreams she was having, I was like, that could be deja vu.
I mean, that's exactly what it. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's exactly what it could be. I don't know. I'm not above thinking that we're
not in one.
That we're not in some sort of simulation. Not maybe where like your eyes are peeled back and like not that weird
but
stuff.
In a different way.
But I do believe that I mean, I don't think that that's too far-fetched.
Yeah.
That we're in a simulation. But
Lord, I thought that movie was good.
And it was good, but it's just I don't like unanswered questions.
We watched Moana.
We did watch Moana.
That was so good. That was really sweet.
I was all into it. I'm like, get off your phone. You need to pay attention. Do you see the chicken? Did you see what he just did?
No, the chicken was my favorite character.
He didn't even
talk in the whole movie. That was my favorite character.
For sure.
Yeah, that had a really good message. I loved it.
Yeah.
It was so beautiful. But obviously, like, it's a Disney movie, so it's for kids. But the adults can, but watching movies as an adult is just so different.
In kid movies, adult movies, everything.
It's so different. Yeah. That's why I challenge y'all, go back and watch them Black films, the Baby Boys, the Love Jones, the Love and Basketball. Like, you're going to get a whole new message as a 30-year-old woman
for sure.
than you did when you were 8 years old.
Yeah.
So it was so good.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was really, really like, that's life. Run towards the darkness to be the light.
No, seriously.
Jesus.
That thing crawling at her, I was like, ooh, Tafiti.
And
you're scaring me.
Even, I don't know if y'all seen it, if you haven't seen it, but the villain,
Natiti,
was a villain, not because it wanted to be.
It's because someone took her heart.
Someone took her heart.
Oh, that was
and I feel like that's humans, like every day, like you weren't born into darkness. You weren't born, we're born into sin, but the day you're born, you're not like a villain.
Yeah.
Life taints you, people hurt you, situations. And the older you get, if you let that darkness in, if your heart is like hardened more and more and more, you just become the villain.
Yeah.
So
unconsciously you can become that.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so important. Like, it really does start at home. Like, you have to, if you have kids, like, please just do your best to just encourage them and love them and tell them who they are as much as you can. Because you get out this world and it's like,
don't let them tell you who you are. Yep.
You let the world tell you who you are,
Yep.
and you will turn into a just something that you were never created to be.
Never meant to be.
Yeah.
But I love that ending. Like, I was like, all she needed was love.
That's
literally it.
And someone to remind her who she was.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need somebody to remind you who you are. Like, no, this is not who you are.
Yeah.
Like, you are bigger than this. You are better than this.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes you just need that reminder.
Yeah.
But that movie was great. It's one of my favorites.
I loved it. You guys, we've been doing so much out here. Yesterday was a good day until I made you mad. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I feel like I handled it pretty well.
You did. I'm so proud of it.
Just went not up.
I'm the one that needs to work on that. I'm like.
Or sometimes either
just
say
stop.
no.
I'm overzealous.
Yeah, either stop over promising, or sometimes just make yourself uncomfortable because you committed.
I feel like I do that sometimes too.
Yeah, no, you do.
It's both. But I agree.
It's the balance of both.
Stop being overzealous.
Yeah,
you exaggerate. with everything.
I don't know if overzealous is the correct.
You get excited in the moment, and then when you're tired, you don't, or, like it was 10. It was really 6. But if you want to round up, you can round up. Like
if you're going to round up, round to 7.
Yeah. Like it was, I'm very dramatic. And it's like, am I a liar?
I don't think you're a liar,
not a liar,
but you are very
get
dramatic.
To lies. Because it's like, we were there for 2 hours. Okay, 2, 5. It was a long time, but it wasn't 5.
I think you need to stop being specific. You know what I mean? Just say how you felt. Like it felt like we were there 5 hours. Like it felt like 5 hours.
It felt like forever.
Forever.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, we were there 5 hours. It's like we weren't there 5 hours.
We were there for 30 minutes.
But
okay.
I don't think you're a liar, though. You are not a liar.
I'm
in
not.
the name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus, I'm not a liar. I'm just overzealous.
Mm-hmm.
I take accountability for that.
Put it there, pal.
Aww.
First of all, that hurt.
I love you.
That hurt.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's okay. I'll make her pay for it later.
How? No, bitch. What's? You're like, I got you a Speedo, bitch. We got one more night here. The fuck.
Oh, she's getting in that hot tub, all right.
What?
Clothed or unclothed?
What are you gonna do to me?
You're annoying.
What's gonna happen?
Come on, let's recap the last couple of days.
No, yeah.
When's the last time we pod? That was in Atlanta.
I was gonna recap
where did we
yesterday.
go?
Should we go before that?
Yeah.
Yeah, like how we even got here.
What was before that? What was after Atlanta when we recorded in Atlanta after New Year's? We went to Columbus.
Lord, we did a charity event in Columbus.
That was kind of cool.
That was cool. That was really cool. It was an in and out thing. We landed.
That was super in and out. It was
so
great.
in and out. Great.
It was great. I packed one bag, you guys.
Yep.
A carry-on.
That's fire.
And
for
that
Megan.
is
What?
never happens.
She got her little bag.
That
her
was
little,
it.
Yep.
I brought 2 dresses. One I burnt.
So
I ironed.
Yeah, you wore the.
So I wore one of your dresses.
Black one.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was great.
That was a good event, a charity event. We made a few connections there, but there were Black artists there, which was so dope.
Oh yeah, the art was amazing.
And we're like looking at the art, and then the artist comes up like, "This is my piece."
And we're like, "Oh,
yeah,
tell us about it."
Yeah,
it was great.
So that was cool.
After that,
what else did we do?
What was after Columbus, Jay? Do you remember? What did we do after Columbus? You went to Mexico.
I did go to Mexico. That was fun.
With Connor and
I got
Bree.
a parasite.
Ooh, you and them parasites. Jesus.
Every time I go to Mexico, I come back with the bubble guts, and it's like dirty. Everybody knows not to drink the water over there, but I didn't. So
you're like, and I still got it. So
and I came back and y'all got a colonic. We have to go.
I don't mind. I like colonics.
Yeah.
I do not mind it.
It's uncomfortable in the moment.
Cramp, the first cramp sucks. Ooh, Jesus.
But
that first
baby, yeah, that was an experience. I haven't had a colonic in years. Probably the last time we got one.
Yeah, me too.
That was years ago.
Like 2 years probably.
So, yeah,
Ooh,
I did a
Lord,
colonic.
what's up in there?
Stuff.
You guys have to take care of your gut.
Gut health is so important.
It's so important.
And it's a lot of gut health is a lot of the reason of disease.
Yeah.
Like it leads to other disease. So yeah, colonics sound nasty.
What are good things they can do to start to clean their gut? Probiotics.
Take
probiotics a few times a day.
Probiotics a day. You can literally go to, like, if you want to reset, like if you feel, everybody has parasites. I'm not saying like everybody has a worm or a tapeworm, but there are like, bacteria and stuff in us. So you can go get wormwood and black walnut and do that for like 2 weeks.
It's disgusting.
It's so gross, but it works. You're going to be shitty.
Yeah.
And detoxes. Get them from Whole Foods.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I've been doing in my, because baby, I know this is a lot, but you just need to hear it.
I know it's a lot.
I know.
But you got to hear it.
I had diarrhea for 2 days. And
no, it was bad.
I was on the phone with her and I ran to the bathroom.
Like every 5 minutes for a minute there.
Like,
the first day it was like every 10 minutes.
If you're a grown ass woman and you don't want to leave the house because you don't even know if you can
make
have
it.
A car ride.
Yeah, you can't make it.
Yeah. Tulum. Shit. Shitty bang bang. Actually, we're working on our language. We'll get to that later. Itty bang bang.
Itty.
So yeah, do a
That
detox,
was Mexico.
y'all. That was Mexico.
And then what else did we do? Oh, so when you got back, we went to Chi-Chi's house because we had that.
That was fun.
It was so nice. Shout out to Chi-Chi.
Shout
she had
out
a
to
beautiful
Chi-Chi.
little setup for us to do vision boards.
Because you made your vision board last time. Or
Yeah,
a year
I
ago.
did.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
What's on it? What is on that vision board that you're...
I tried. That's all I'm saying.
What's on it?
I'll get to that maybe later. But I said I tried. I was really trying to manifest. I tried.
Oh, okay.
I
I'm
tried.
proud of that.
I tried.
You did. You did it.
Oh, I did.
You did. And that's all you can ask.
That's all I can do.
That's all. That's all you can. What else can I do but try?
But try. I mean, you can do, but I'm trying
to do.
as I'm doing. Yeah. For sure.
But if you're trying, it's like you're doing.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Trying is doing.
Trying is doing.
Yeah, I love that. Jesus.
And I
What was
tried.
on it?
Girl. All the things I tried.
Wow. So,
All the things I tried.
We will get to that. I'll just let her lead that. When she's ready. But as far as Chi-Chi's house.
Yeah, it was cool. We had Jackie was there.
Yeah.
Jackie O. And Jackie.
Jesus, Jackie. I just imagine her rubbing night. I'm like, let the girl go. Show tipsy ass. Lord.
Jackie is by far one of like top 5 favorite people on the planet Earth, just because she's so.
Because she annoys me. Okay? No, I'm just kidding.
Jackie is
Jackie.
hilarious to me. She's
love
just so
Jackie.
funny.
Yeah, she be talking.
She made us do every time she talked.
shit.
We what do we have to say?
What was
Go
it?
off, Jackie.
Go off, Jackie. She's like, I have something to say. We got to be like, go
Go
off,
off,
Jackie.
Jackie.
She's like, yeah. So, like, bitch, just say it. And wouldn't have nothing to say. But it was fun. We had a
was so
vision board
fun.
party.
Yeah.
Do
And
that
what
with
was
your friends.
Man, what was so cool? I wish we could have recorded that. That would have been a beautiful
Oh, man.
not episode,
Or a
but just
Patreon
a
exclusive.
yeah.
Or a
I wish
moment.
we would have
A
recorded
moment.
it, but
Yeah.
everything isn't for camera, and I'm happy that we had that moment.
Yeah.
And it really is our group of friendship.
Truthful, honest, raw, real.
I mean-
You said, Ernestine, why do you keep doing this to yourself? EJ was like, so let's go around and say what annoys each other. Like, what annoys us personally of each other. Megan was like, why do you keep doing this to yourself?
Because we're hardest on not hardest, but we're always not picking. I don't know the
Yeah.
word to say, but
We're all so different, and her personality trait is probably the most different. of the
different
group.
than all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Ernestine has the higher risk of offending people.
People.
than anybody else in the group. So we're always we're like,
yeah,
Ernestine.
She takes accountability.
But she does, and that's the thing. We were
and
literally
she's grown, in
5
certain ways. Yeah.
women. How many of us? 6.
Jackie O, Chi-Chi, Megan, me, B, Shekinah. Oh, Renee.
Bree.
Yeah, Shekinah got added recently. Yeah, to the group chat. Yeah.
She kind of got added to the group
Yeah.
chat.
What were you gonna say?
Baby J and Imani were there, and we'll talk about that later too.
Yeah.
But that's 6 women in a room.
Yeah.
And we were literally asking each other, what can I do better as a friend? What can I do better as a woman?
Yes.
What are some toxic traits or characteristics
That you feel
that
like
I
I should
have
fix
that we
and
can? And we were
change?
literally talking to each
Raw
other
and
and
real.
raw and
Yep.
honest. You
Yep.
need to stop, or not you need to stop,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
this
yeah.
is something that I've noticed
Yeah.
or experienced with you.
Yeah.
And this is how it feels or how
Yeah.
it comes across. And
Yeah.
just speaking, but also speaking life into each other.
Yeah.
You don't have to be, I just want you to know that
Because
you don't
you're
have to do
this.
that.
Yeah.
But for us as women to be able to sit there
And not be offended.
and not be offended.
And not be, even if you are I don't know if that's the right word, not offended, but even if it is a little sting.
It doesn't feel good.
Yeah, it's not going to feel good. Somebody telling you you need to work on this, but everybody taking accountability and not being so defensive and
Nobody was defensive. Everybody was honest.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
also went around and told each other all the things that we love about each other and all the
Yes,
positive traits
yes.
and we did, it wasn't we sat there and it wasn't a content thing. It was
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
that was our natural
Yeah.
conversation.
a natural village, something that we naturally did, which is, it even it should be super normalized, and unfortunately it's not. It even surprises me. Like, this is a real, like,
adult, grown.
Be about what you talk about.
Literally.
You know what I mean? Like,
Literally.
you're going to talk about it, be about it. And that is a situation where we did it.
Yeah.
And we constantly do that in that group. But I'm just saying that was probably one of the rawest, realest moments we ever had.
That was probably the first time that I was like, not the first time, but that was like the first big realizations that, like, this is a really good group of women and friends.
Every single person.
I'm so happy that,
every
because you know
person.
me, I'm not a group friend people. I'm like, I got my small, Shekinah's known me since I was 16. B's known me since I was 12. Like, we have a very tight
circle. Because even at the beginning, Megan was like, those your friends.
Yeah, and like, I told them that I was never planning on
I don't know Jackie, I don't know Ernestine, I don't know Bree. Like, these are all people I knew personally. And it just, I don't even know how it all fell into one group. Like, we just started doing things together. Or,
I'm trying to think of the first moment that it was more of a
group thing.
Because
it was over a year ago.
I mean, I think it was when you started working out with Chi Chi, and then everybody came. I didn't come that time, but I did come one time to work out with her. And then it was like your birthday, and I think that's what started it.
Inviting people to like, you know,
little
events.
like, and then it's like, oh, let's do dinner, or let's, you know, and then it kind of became a thing.
And then even at the beginning, like, everybody's personalities didn't mesh. Like, we're so different,
and we've gone through it as a friend group. Like, we've had arguments, and
you've had to be the middleman to certain things. Like,
we've had to call meetings and
like lunch dinners,
literally
like crying at the table. Like, all right, what you did wasn't right. We're either gonna talk about it. We can't, you know.
Yeah, but it's just the vulnerability that we have in that group is something that I'm just proud of the women that are in my life. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really just like so thankful. You know, like, even like, I'm thinking with Chi Chi, like, there was a situation that happened last week, and she just, like, without me having to say anything, she defended me in a room that I wasn't in. You know what I mean? And protected me and had my back. And, you know, like, just to be able to
be like, I'm good even if I'm not there.
Like, you know, like, that was just like, or just the random text that we send to each other. Even if someone's like hurting, they're like, yo, I'm struggling. Pray for me today. In a group chat, not like, and it's no shame. It's like, we just are literally there for each other, like, and support one another. Here, can y'all post this? Here's the link. And we just do it.
Throw the flyer in the group chat and you just post it.
Like, it's not even this thing where it has to be, you know, there's no envy, like, no envy, no jealousy, no, like, nothing. And it's just a pure group. No, I'm sorry. Good. It's just a pure group.
Everybody's trying to grow personally. That is, I don't know. That's been a big thing for me. Like, even in our relationship, I'm like, this only works because personally we're trying to do the work. I'm not just trying to fix this or work on this or make sure I'm a better friend to you or like, I'm taking note of things I have to do, whether you're in my life or not. You know what I mean? And if you're committed to doing that on a personal level, it's going to exude in your relationships, in your friend groups. Like, you have to do it personally. Like you say, the vertical thing. You and God. Work on that personally, and it'll trickle down into your relationships. So I think every girl in that group is doing that. Trying to, you know, heal and grow and evolve solo. Not just, oh, I need to be a better person because this bothers Megan when I do this. No, like, watch your words. Watch what you commit to. Watch, you know, like, those are things that gets my gears going.
Not your gears.
But yeah, it's not like, you know.
I think just going back to that night, like, one thing that I said that I was really trying to work on for myself personally, you can tell yours if you want. Everybody said they were working on something. I forget what
Jackie asked, she asked, what is something about you that you want to work on? And then the other one was, what is something you love about yourself? No.
That was one, but it was something else.
What is kind of your insecurity?
Yeah, basically. It was kind of like, what's your insecurity? And something that I have been, like, really focused on, and my word for the year was confidence. I don't know if I said that in the last episode or not, but my focus and word is confidence. And I think because I don't know, I just feel like I'm in a very like naked season where I'm just kind of like really stripped bare. And I want to be more authentic. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm a genuine person and I'm authentically me. But I think that I've mastered the appearance of things. Even though like in my true heart desire, it's there. But like, I don't know, maybe it's a thing where like in my home, I was a certain way in my home, like my confidence was a certain way in my home. And outside of my home, I was able to mask that I was confident. But like when I went home, I wasn't confident. Do you know what I mean? Like, does that make sense? And so even though I feel like that's who I am, even when I'm outside of my home, like I am that person, but it was like once I go home, there was so much of me that I was second guessing, or you know what I mean? Just not as confident. I don't know if that's making sense.
No,
but I want to feel the way that I feel when I present myself to people all the time.
When you're in your home in solitude and by yourself.
And I think that has a lot to do with like environment. I think it has a lot to do of the relationship that I was in. I think it has a lot to do with like, you know, how I allowed myself to be in that relationship. And so maybe that's what it is, but I want to be confident in who I am and not
360 all the time, 100%.
And I realized that I've needed a lot of validation, especially from my mom. Like that came up really, really strong. Like I need her approval. Like if I don't have my mom's approval, it's like, I don't know.
Where do you think that comes from? Is it because you, obviously your mom is like somebody you look up to in that aspect, or is it because of something that when you were younger, she didn't give it to you?
I think it's a few things. I think that my mom is the greatest Christian that I know. And not because she's perfect. It's just she's just genuinely her. And like my mom I'm a lot like my mom in the sense of like no conversation has ever really been had that God doesn't come up in a sense, right? And that's all I know my mom to be. All the things that I see myself do now, it's because I saw my mom. Like I saw my mom at our kitchen table talking to, you know, her friends or younger women that might have been a little younger than her, and counsel them through things and talk to them. And they came, like how much people came to my mom just to talk to her and get some wisdom and confide in her. So like I see so much of myself in that. And I was raised by my mom only. So in a lot of ways, I feel like my mom is my only family member. You know what I mean? I think when you're raised by a single parent and you're the only child.
It's like that's all you had.
That's kind of all you had. And it's not that my dad isn't in my life, because he is, but when I was a kid, he just wasn't consistent. You know, and he wasn't there. And I couldn't depend on my dad. But I always could depend on my mom. So making her proud, because I know how much she sacrificed for me, making her proud is very important to me. Like I want, and she's gone through so much in her life and like has so many challenges, like with her health. Like my mom has had probably over 20 something surgeries, and you know, she has it's not a disease, but
not a cyst, right?
They're not polyps. They are cysts, but she has an infection that attacks her.
It's a gland.
Her glands. So they get infected and swollen. Like she's had, I think, 14 surgeries under her arm. Both arms. She's had all the sweat glands taken out of her underarms. Just stuff like that. My mom has just dealt with a lot of stuff. You know, my dad, and then like she was married to somebody who was awful for a long time, and they got divorced, and just she's always just, you know, gone through a lot,
Something,
but she's
yeah.
the most, I mean, she has 2 master's degrees. She's the
Yeah.
most brilliant person I know. But, you know, I just always wanted to be that thing that she got right.
And she's proud of.
Yeah, like I wanted to be
yeah.
the thing that she could be like,
If nothing else,
I got right.
that
Like
one,
I did it,
yeah.
you know. And so yeah, her approval and like her being proud of me is really important. But I think it's been affecting my confidence because, and no fault to my mom, because my mom has always been the person that never tells me what to do. Mm-hmm. Like I can sit on the phone and cry to my mom and she just will listen. She will never say,
well, you should have, or you need to, or you did it.
Nope.
Yep.
Unless it's like, you need to go somewhere and be quiet.
Ooh.
That would be her feedback to me a lot. You need to go somewhere and be still.
Yeah.
And you need to go somewhere and be quiet and you need to hear from God.
Yeah.
Like she would never give me
Yeah.
an answer, but she
Yeah.
would give me an instruction. You need to go
Yeah.
do this. So I think, like I said, I think it's just been a thing where I'm trying to address my confidence and be confident in what God is doing in me and not feeling the need to get approval from people.
Anyone.
Because in that it can distract you from hearing him when you're trying to, you know, if I'm looking left and right,
Yep.
trying to figure out,
Yep.
you know, are they
Is this
liking
person
this?
like
Is this
me?
okay?
Yep.
You know, then to do it on my own.
Yeah.
You know, and have that confidence
Yeah.
on my own.
Yeah.
And if that's a decision that you made, be confident in that decision.
And go
if
with
that's
it.
what
And
you
if
want to
it's-
wear, be confident in that.
And if you make that decision and it doesn't work out, or it was the wrong decision, you made it.
Yeah.
And it was because you wanted to
Yeah.
do it and you believe, not because I told you, your mom told you. You made that, decision with God. And even if it didn't turn out the way you wanted it to, or it felt like the wrong decision, that's fine.
Yeah.
Let me make the next decision.
Yeah.
And be confident in each step.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're
And just
super
even in my-
self-aware.
this, like being confident in this,
Yeah,
being confident
yeah.
that, you know, you guys are doing the right thing and it's
Yeah.
working.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And confidence in your gift.
Yeah.
Because you know
Yeah.
what your gift is. I mean, like, this is it. I don't have to do anything else but speak.
Yeah.
And if like the cancellation or the comments or whatever, this is my gift.
Mm-hmm.
This is, whether y'all accept it or like it or whatever, this is my gift. You sit back and let your gift flow
Yeah.
and God will lead it the right way.
Yeah.
Being
Yeah.
confident in that.
Yeah.
Because that is you,
Yeah.
100%.
And being just on always, like as a mom, in the direction of the career that I'm going into, all of it, just being confident. Like, yes, this is, and being confident because you've seen the evidence of it. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you are seeing positive things
Yeah.
come from the decisions and the directions that you're going into, then you can be confident. Like, okay, well, like
I'm on the right path.
Yeah.
I'm doing the right thing. I'm
Yeah.
making the right decisions.
Yeah, so that was my, thing that I wanted to work on.
I don't even remember what I said
I don't remember what you said either.
at all.
I think your biggest thing was like your personal journey with God
Yeah.
and finding your relationship with Christ and stuff like that.
Yeah. I remember. Well, Jackie asked, what are something you need from each one of us? So we went around the circle and asked, what do you need from us? And, each person went around, and at that time, I didn't have anything I needed. Like, I'm not or I need more gifts, or I need more quality time, or, which all of those things can be valuable, but I didn't have an answer in that moment. And later, I wrote in the group chat, like, I just need, this year, I really, really, really want to know Christ, like, for myself. Like, Megan's salvation can't save me. My dad is a pastor. His salvation can't save me. I done called Megan's mom to talk about God before. Her salvation cannot save me. They all have their own individual relationships with God, which can bring me closer to Him, which it has. But I want to have that vertical relationship. And I was talking to Shekinah last night, because I'm like, I feel like I know God. I know the Holy Spirit, right? And the Trinity it's one. I understand that. But I don't know why my mind is separating them, even though it's not separate. I understand it's one. But Jesus, the manifestation of God that came on earth to save us, I want to know Him.
Who that was.
Who that was. Who that man was. Not because of stories, not because you tell me something's in the Bible. I need to see it. I need to look at it. I need to know for myself and have that relationship. And I feel like that is really going to grow this year.
Yeah,
you know,
it will.
Like, I feel like I know God, but now I'm like praying to God, show me your son. Show me who your son is. Show me who Jesus was. Like, I need to know him. My analogy with Shekinah, I'm like, you know, I know Beyonce's real. I don't know her. I've heard stories about her. I've heard that she's nice. I've heard that she's a hard worker.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple interviews, but I've never been in her presence to know her for myself. I just have an idea, oh, Beyonce's nice and successful, and I don't know if she's really nice.
Right.
I've never met her.
Right.
Like, she hasn't had an opportunity to be nice to me.
Yeah.
Because I haven't been in her presence.
Yeah.
So I want to know for myself, not just because you told me what he did for your life.
Yeah.
I want, you know, so I'm yearning for that relationship with Christ.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that was my request, was that they prayed. I put it in the group chat later, a couple of days later, that the group prayed that my relationship with Jesus Christ grew this year. And I'm, you know, I have a burning desire for that. And I'm excited about it. I'm like, this is the beginning of my journey.
So just to go back a little bit on our way to, Jesus, where are we going? On our way to Columbus, maybe? I don't remember, but Baby J was driving us to the airport, and we had just recorded the last episode. Yeah. And B's like, I just want to know Jesus. Like, I know, like, I'm trying to figure out, am I a Christian? Do I know Jesus? You know? And she's doing all this on the podcast. I need to know. So we drive it. I'm driving. Baby J's, you know, in the passenger seat, and B's behind me in the back seat. And we're driving, we're on the freeway. And you guys know Atlanta drivers are awful. And so something happens, and the car in front of me slams on their brake. Three. Like, it was about to be a pileup. It was
like boom, boom, boom.
And like everyone's car was like swiveling off the road almost. And so I slam on my brakes.
She's like braking.
Like, and I grab Baby J.
And I look
and
up.
I'm like, Jesus.
And I look up and scream, in the name of Jesus. I screamed it so loud.
We came this close.
We came an inch away from hitting the car in front of us. And I looked at Megan. I said, all this if you know, bitch. In the time of need or life or death. I didn't say in the name of rose quartz.
In the name of crystals. In the name of the universe.
I didn't say in the name of Allah.
Nothing. I didn't say in the name.
I don't have a time to risk any other name. I can't even risk it. I don't have a time to test Buddha if it's life or death. I don't. I cannot say in the name of manifestation, in the name
of sage.
In the name of sage.
In the name of positive Patty. in the name of I'm a good person.
What?
In the name of I'm nice.
What? In the name of I give back. In the name of I help
pay my
community.
taxes.
In the name of what?
I don't cheat.
What?
In the name of...
Baby, in life or death.
Listen.
When I saw that car about to hit Megan, about to hit rear end that car in front of us, I only said one name.
There was only one.
There was only one that could come out of my
mouth.
And
there's only... and I only needed to say one name. I didn't need to say, Jesus, help us. Help us not hit this car. Please help us not... It was Jesus.
Me and Megan laughed for 2 hours.
No, we laughed for probably 3 days.
She said, yeah. God was like, what are you talking about? I don't have time for this.
I don't have time for this. What do you believe?
What do you believe?
You know what I'm saying?
That came out my mouth so quick. I said, well, that's my answer. That is my answer right there. I said, that's all I need to know. Because
there's only one name. Think about it. When the rubber hits the metal or the road.
When the rubber hits the road. If I am on my deathbed.
I promise you I'm not saying in the name of crystals.
I'm not, what?
I am not.
In the name of amethyst.
I'm not doing, I promise you I'm not.
Jesus. I rebuke that.
I'm not going to say somebody grab my amethyst.
Oh, Lord. That is sick. That is crazy. Go get my rocks. If you don't hand me that Bible and just go get my rocks. Go get my vision board. Go get my manifestation. Go get my y'all. These are all tools. Yes, it's a tool, but don't get so used to it because it's tangible. Because you can feel the vision board. Because you can feel the rock. Because you can, okay, I got my rock. I'm safe. Like, don't get deep into that.
That's not the source.
That's not the source.
It's a tool.
It's a tool.
It's not a source.
It's not the source. The universe this, the universe that. God made the universe. So how does the universe work? The source is Christ. The source is God. So don't get so caught up in things that you can feel that you stop to feel him because you can't physically.
Or you're dependent on it. I'm depending on this rock to make me, and then and what you do in that is you're creating a false idol. Like you're creating this.
I need my rock. I can't go into this meeting without my rock. I can't do.
And I'm gonna be real with you because God kind of convicted me about this, and I stopped doing it. But there was a point in time where I was waking up in the morning, right, and bypassing my Bible app and going to like the horoscope app.
You know who
to
said
see what
that?
my day was.
Top Notch said that recently. She said I had to let it. She was addicted to it.
Now I don't say I was addicted, but I caught myself doing that a few times where I'm like, I didn't even go to my word first. I didn't even do. I'm like, oh, let's see what today is. Or when something crazy was happening in the day, I went to my horoscope. What's today and why is it so weird today? You know what I mean? And God convicted me of that really strong because it was like, who is your source? Why are you looking for a horoscope to tell you what your day is going to be?
Yeah. The calling over your life. Oh, today
when the word says this is the day that the Lord has made, I will rejoice and be glad. He made that day.
Yeah.
Why are you going to a horoscope to figure out if that person likes you or not?
Lord.
Or if you should be with a Virgo or a Capricorn or a Gemini.
That's why he didn't answer the phone.
Right. He's a Gemini.
Jesus.
And I'm not saying all of these things because y'all know me. I love that I'm a Pisces, and I think that some of those things are real, and there are connections to that. But making that your source, is dangerous.
Yeah.
It is just dangerous, and it's counterproductive when he is the one who created it all.
Of it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're worshiping a rock that was created
by God,
by the ultimate creator.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So you can use these things. I do believe that these things have vibration. Like we went to a whole amazing situation yesterday that we'll talk about.
God.
That
amazing. Is a tool.
It's a
tool.
And when you know God and you begin to have that relationship with him, like you're on like this journey, you start to see him in everything. And you start to see how he uses and works through, so much. But giving that thing the power
is dangerous. That's dangerous. Yeah. So we didn't hit that car.
We didn't.
We sure.
We did not hit that car.
That last S of Jesus came out of my mouth.
When I say y'all this close, this close.
Like Megan, I said, if you know, maybe that came out of my mouth. I was
so quick.
Screaming in the name of Jesus.
You became a Baptist pastor within seconds. Bishop Greenfield.
I know that's right, Lord. Cover us in your blood. I started going off. Rebuke you, Satan.
Braylon became a whole apostle.
What?
In the matter of 2 seconds.
Mall. I said, I need a cross chain. Megan said, relax. I said, no, I need a cross. I need a cross. This year, I want a cross.
It needs to be
on me.
All this if you know, if you know.
All this if you know, if you know.
And what I was explaining to B is like your journey and, having a relationship with Christ and like going through that journey. It's a continuous knowing. Like he's just going to unveil things so much that you just keep knowing because that journey never ends.
It's never going to stop.
Like you can know, but you just keep knowing, more and more.
Yeah.
And it is a beautiful journey, and there's so many ebbs and flows of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just excited about it. I'm excited to.
I think too, what is beautiful too is that like it's not abnormal beautiful about the way that you express yourself is that it's not abnormal to have those questions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there are even as much as I am obsessed with my faith in
Yeah,
God and
yeah.
learning him and knowing him, I still had plenty of seasons where I was like,
Yeah.
is this real?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where are you?
Yeah.
How do I even know?
Yeah.
There were so many seasons where I just, that I questioned it.
Yeah.
But then he's so faithful that he will always bring back
Bring
something
you right. Yep.
to show you,
Yep.
I'm here.
And last night, talking to Shekinah, well, it wasn't last night, the night before, when you came in the bedroom.
After church.
After church. We'll talk about that, y'all. We don't know to go too deep, but Shekinah brought up something like a character trait in me. She was like, you always see both sides of everything. Like, okay, I can see how that person could have, even though it's the person murdered somebody, it's like, well, where was it? What happened in their childhood? Or what? It's always like not a why.
Duality type of thing.
Yeah, duality. Like,
Yeah.
I don't just condemn people or whatever. In a lot of situations, like whether it's with my family trauma or my ex-business relationships, I'm always like, well, why did that person, I see deeper than just like, they're a messed up person. F them. I see both. And then she's like, you're doing that in your spirituality right now. You're not seeing that other thing. You're being like, I can see how somebody would believe that. I can see how the mind would be open to that. I can see, but I was telling her that's frustrating me. Like that is
Because you pick a side.
Pick a side.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, I know y'all can't hear kind of, but she said that's also a gift, like one of my gifts that I see both. But I think it's being more rooted in a side. Like I can understand that, but not being swayed to that.
Yeah.
Just being rooted in your side, being rooted in Christ. I understand that. I see how you could have fallen into that. I get that. But being rooted in something.
Yeah. I think experience brings wisdom. And I think that God has, I guess anointed us in this time to speak and to hopefully speak wisdom.
Yep.
And I think that comes with experience.
Yep.
So you have to experience certain things.
Yep.
Or God has allowed you to experience certain things and has allowed you to have certain outlooks so that you can relate when it's time to relate.
Yep.
It's when it's time to have a conversation with somebody who may have questioned this side. You have more wisdom and experience to say, listen, I've been there.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And I feel that way about both of us. We've been able to experience so much between the two of us. We've been able to experience a lot, personally, family-wise, relationship-wise,
upbringing,
even career-wise. We've between the two of us, we've been able to experience so much. So when we come and we get on the microphone and talk, I think that's why our audience has been able to feel something different, because it really is coming from a place of experience and authenticity. This is really what is happening right now. This is really what we are experiencing right now. And not trying to have a platform where we're putting on something.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
It's just truth.
It just is. We're not, and it's just a beautiful thing that we are raw and in the moment, and this is what we're experiencing.
Yeah.
It's not we don't have an agenda.
Literally
with this podcast.
Before the mic came on, before we started, I'm like, Megan, do we have an outline? She's like, no. I'm like, you want to make one? She's like, no.
Even with the whole thing, it's just
the whole thing.
We don't have there's not a personal gain, I think, that we're getting
looking
from this.
For,
I think if anything, it's more. It's more of a self-sacrificing thing. Like I said, it really is being stripped naked.
And raw and real and just open.
This is not comfortable to do. And I love our chain gang and I love our supporters because they're
immaculate.
I feel there's no better than the KFS fam.
And the way y'all support each other, please keep doing that. I saw that with the giveaway we did. Please keep doing that. That's important too. Not just supporting us, but supporting each other. So thank you for that. Sorry.
but we're not, it's uncomfortable to get on the mic and have to share certain things or to have to admit certain things. That's not an easy, comfortable thing to do. And we do it every
week after week. Week after week.
But it really is just to share the journey.
Yeah.
And prayerfully help people with our stories, but it's not comfortable.
Yeah. And it's like therapy it's like going to therapy with your real therapist. That's not always comfortable. Talking about your experience and trying to be open and honest and not being like,
think about all the stuff that we have said on this podcast that is just like, no one needed to know that.
What?
You have a tapeworm, you have hemorrhoids, you don't take showers, your butt was itching, you know what I mean? You're questioning your faith. You admitted you weren't a good wife.
Wow.
You're not always the best mom.
Wow.
You make mistakes. You're not always the great partner, friend, or business partner. We don't know what we're doing. I mean, there's so many things on this podcast that we've said that.
But it's the truth in the moment. Like I think people see our relationship or our experience or what we're putting out and think that not that we know what we're doing, because we don't, but we have it together. Even though we don't, like, y'all know we don't, but y'all are like, I want that, or we are just documenting our journey. We're not at a level of, in our relationship, in our faith, in our friendships, in our career, we're not at a level of comfortability or complacency or like, I made it.
I don't think we never will be.
And we never will be. Like, y'all are just being able to watch our journey and come on it with us. And I think that's the most beautiful thing about this. Because we're showing y'all, like, this is our truth in real time. In real time, this is what we're going through. And certain things we'll make it through before we share, so it's an actual testimony and we're not just sharing the test. But that is what a huge part of what I love about it.
And it's just crazy to go and think about like the first couple episodes and then go and listen to us now. I'm sure that you guys have been able to see like a shift.
That's crazy. You want to talk about yesterday?
Well, before yesterday, my leg, I can't sit certain ways for so long.
Stretch it out. That knee.
Is it old?
No, it's just
okay. But what is it though? Because why does it hurt?
How many minutes has it been, May? 55. That's why it's been an hour. 55 minutes.
Was I sitting like this the entire time?
Because I may not,
forever. Girl. I may not be able to walk once I get up.
I know my left knee is bugging. So if your knee has been like that for an hour.
But is it old? I'm old?
You're like, because a kid can hold it. Like, no.
I'm just trying to figure out what's happening to my body.
You're young, you're youthful, you're beautiful, you're vibrant. You're forever young.
Forever young, I want to be forever young.
Physically, not mentally or spiritually. Not even physically, never mind.
You don't want to be young?
Not
forever.
Right. Not.
Would you want to live on earth forever?
No. Thank you. I appreciate the offer.
You're like, I don't know what's on that other side, but
I don't
it
know
ain't this.
What is on that other
but it's
side,
not. It can't be this.
I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna go.
I can be with God. I mean, I'm always with God, but you know what I'm saying.
No, for sure. Dwell.
I want to dwell in the house of the Lord forever.
Forever.
Jesus.
Ooh, Lord.
23. I'm reading that scripture next week.
Which one is it?
Lord is my shepherd.
For sure.
You know what I want. I'm just kidding.
He know what I want.
So ghetto. That's why we always got to change something in the Bible. Lord is my shepherd. He know what I want. I'm like, no.
That's not what the word says. I think I'm going to do it with you.
Please. Strengthen it.
Remember happened last time we fasted together?
What?
For 7 days. Okay. You remember what happened last time. And you knew that you knew.
I knew that I knew on the 8th day he arose. It was the 7th. The 3rd.
Oh. I was like.
I know my word a little bit.
I was like on the 7th. But yeah, last time we.
He arose from the dead.
She's ghetto.
Oh my gosh. Them songs.
So yeah, I'll do it with you this time.
Please.
What
What is he gonna say?
I don't
He
know.
gonna show us something. Watch.
Something gonna shift though.
Yeah.
Something gonna happen.
Lord, something's gonna happen.
Something's gonna happen. 3 days.
3 days.
Something is going to happen. When's that start, on Monday?
Yes.
Jesus.
Start Monday. Water from 6 to 5. Only water.
For sure.
For sure. But how we even got to that fast? Wait, what did we do yesterday?
Oh, the Patreon panel.
Oh, that was so cool.
I wish I could have been more present in that moment, but I was dealing with something personally.
Yeah.
But
You
that
did
was
great,
a
though.
big
Yeah.
deal.
It was a big, y'all, we were sitting with the CEO of Patreon. That's like Facebook or YouTube or Google calling us and being like,
A $4
"Pull up. I wanna
billion
hear your thoughts."
company.
4 billion. That's crazy. That's crazy.
So Patreon invited us out to speak to their corporate team on what they could do better with the app and, how we're enjoying the app, stuff like that. And we were one out of 2 other platforms
Yep.
on Patreon.
Panel. Yep. So it was
On the panel.
2 guys and us.
2 other guys and B and myself, and it was crazy. Like,
CEO front row.
and we didn't realize. I mean, the way they treated us
Yeah.
there, it was like we're like
we're fine.
we're
Like,
just we thought
here.
we're just happy for the opportunity.
Yep. We were in our hoodies and
We asked for like a lighter, and Leticia, who's like one of the head people
One of
for
our
the
point of contact for Patreon.
creators
Yeah.
on Patreon. We go down to the lobby, and she was like, "Do you know how important you guys are?" She was like, "I've just had 10 people text me for a
about
lighter." Within like 5 minutes of us coming down the elevator.
Yeah.
So we really just like the way they treated us and the value that they see in us was
Yeah.
just so amazing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we got to sit and talk on a panel, and they loved us, and their teams were really
they listened to us.
Yeah.
They respected us, and thank you Patreon for that.
It was cool.
That was a good experience.
Yeah. And we want to pour more into our Patreon community because we really do. Our chain gain is.
Y'all, the stuff we have planned for y'all, we had a phone call last night about retreats for you guys, like physical
I got chills.
healing.
I'm so excited about that.
What?
It's going
And
to be
and
around
we've been
the world.
saying that. We want to pod around the world.
Remember we said that?
We said that.
We were like, how dope would it be?
What?
And we go to these different.
Get a house
we
in Thailand.
we really manifested
We said
that.
that. We said that. We want to pod in different countries around the world.
And we said we were gonna partner with different retreats.
Yep.
And we said we would bring people with us.
Yep.
We said that.
And we're going to do it soon.
We said that last year, like before the end of the year.
Yep.
That's crazy. And it happened like that. I
One
saw
phone
a post.
call.
I was like, let's reach out to them.
Megan found this travel agency, and they, we'll get into that, but we had a call with them last night, and it was just like, this is
Happening.
so tangible.
And happening. And they were excited to work with us. Like they were like,
and y'all get to come. We get to do retreats that are affordable, that you have time to get all your coins
we're
together.
going to plan it in advance
Yep.
and have options
Yep.
on different places.
Yep.
And we want to take, especially like our Patreon community, we
Yep.
want to take y'all with us.
Yep.
Like it won't be, 200 people can't come.
No.
It'll be 60 maybe or 50, but it's going to be
intimate
and
purposeful, and we'll pod in front of y'all live on an island
and have a conversation. And
that's crazy. That is wild.
For sure.
Trying not to cuss anymore. We'll get to that.
So many
It's so
things.
much to get to.
But for sure, that was exciting. Like being able to, I don't know,
That is cool.
like do it.
Jesus. Potting into
We haven't even
with our
talked about the
supporters in
fact
front
that
of
we
us.
sold out of the show.
Thank you, guys, for everything. If you're coming,
We sold out of our first show.
I prayed over that building this morning. I prayed over the building.
Yeah.
I said from the
From the
ground.
from the ground.
From the moment their foot hits that ground.
The property.
And what?
And I don't even know what the property line is.
What?
It might be the street.
The block. I prayed for that building this morning. I said the whole building. I said, go into it now, Jesus, right now. Holy Ghost, Spirit, go there now before we get there. Have it right.
Because it's already done.
Yeah, it's
already done.
It's done.
He's been there.
Yeah. Hey, you guys, I know it's getting good. It's getting juicy. Our episode's getting a little long, so we're going to do part 2 of this episode next week, and it will be on YouTube. It's a reveal. It's a deep conversation.
Yeah.
Megan has a lot to say.
Yeah, you guys definitely don't want to miss out on part 2. I think a lot of unanswered questions maybe get answered. And I just go into it with a lot of grace.
Yeah.
And have an open heart. Yeah. And, we're getting kind of vulnerable on this part 2. Yeah. So you definitely don't want to miss it.
You don't want to miss it. We'll see you guys next week. Be prepared for part 2. We're not putting it on Patreon.
No.
We're putting it out for all of you guys. So make sure you tune in. See you next week. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Know For Sure podcast. Make sure you keep the conversation going and use our hashtag KnowForSurePod.
Yes, we want to see you guys share the hashtag KnowForSurePod on all social media platforms. We want to keep the conversation going.
And follow us on all social media platforms, Instagram and Twitter, KnowForSurePod.